Yo, peace to the guys on earth, man. I'm back, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to talk about, today, we're going to talk about who am I. We're going to know thyself. We're going to talk about environments. And we're going to talk about the holy breath and why did the devil choose to talk to the woman before, he chose to talk to men. Okay, so first off, as you begin to get knowledge, it's like you got to think of your life as a container. You feel me? And as you get more in your container, your character going to start to overflow that container. You're going to start to ask more questions. You're going to start to want to know more. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. You feel me? So that means you're ahead of people in time and space, because we only exist in time and space. That's why it's not good to really keep the time. You know what I'm saying? Time really doesn't exist. It's just a perception of a shadow of light. It's like the sun don't never set and it don't never rise. So it don't actually never move. You feel me? I just want y'all to know that. You know what I'm saying? So, God is basically in you. You know what I'm saying? So your body is basically a vessel, you dig? And so actually everybody contains, the same things that's in a vessel, which is that soul, you know what I'm saying? So things that affect everybody else, it affects us as a whole, because our body is just a Solomon symbol, you know what I'm saying? Solomon name means hidden sun in 3 different languages. SOL means hidden sun, OM means hidden sun, and OM means hidden sun. That's why is the sound of the earth. That's why the Hindus use it. That's why I'm opposite and I'm a present. You know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why in the Bible it asks was we our brother's keeper. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at it, we got 3 things to describe us. That's our identity, that's self-knowledge, and that's self-revelation. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, black is an identity. It's not a people. You know what I'm saying? So your identity begins to accomplish as you get more self-knowledge and self-name of yourself. Your name describes who you are. Your name has a nature. That's why some of the Moors, they get an L. That's why Islam people change their name. Everything is about name. Your name is your nature. Your nature is your name. You know what I'm saying? You will always remember that. You know what I'm saying? Name is nature. Your name is reflection of your consciousness. And the universe is not just one language. The universe is all languages, you dig? You know what I'm saying? So the highest language is language of symbolism. That's why Moors do like that. That's why if I was a Sufi, you know what I'm saying, I would just meet another Sufi and would not be able to speak the written language, you know what I'm saying? Because what is first, word or writing? I would be able to point to the sky and know what this guy's talking about, you know what I'm saying? That's the power of languages, you dig? So when we go to Revelations 21, because I like to use your books, we taught to study everything. If you look at me, you know what I'm saying? If you look at me, if you look at me, I got the Hebrew, I got the Bible, I got all of that. You know what I'm saying? I got all 3. I'm metaphysical this way, you feel me? So in Revelations, he said that he saw a new heaven. So what new heaven was he talking about? You know what I'm saying? If you go to Matthew verse 24, he said, and I called them, many are called, but a few are chosen. So remember, he's chosen. In Genesis 2:7, it says, what is the image of God? So I'm going to tell you how the Bible contradicts itself. First it say that we want you to believe in the unseen, and then it goes back to say that man was created in the image of God. So the first creation of man would have to be a soul, would have to be an ether, would have to be a life force. God is the mind. Mind is the master. The master is the mind. Free big cuz. What's poppin', Damu? You see I'm back here, Black Lean, Damu. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on this Italian leather, you dig? So if you really look at that, this is why they switched the whole role around. Okay? If you look in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? If I was to ask you what was first, woman or the snake, many assholes would say that the woman was first. Actually, that's wrong. The snake was first. Because man, if you always look at Corinthians and shit like that, whenever the devil came in the sight of God, he was very humble. You know what I'm saying? So he came in the sight of a snake first, and he talked to the woman first. Because if you remember, man was made in the image of God, and woman was made in the image of man. Supposedly taken from his ribs, because man was in the garden, which was he was by himself and needed a helpmate. Okay, this is why they switched the role around. Okay, this is why they switched the role around to where, like, they give a woman all this free shit, free housing, free this and free that, because it's easier to control a woman than it is to control a man. The whole thing is they don't want the man in the household, because the man is the foundation of the family, as the sun is the foundation of the universe. Everything stands on that, you know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta excuse me. My big cousin Frida, oppressor, let him out. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure he alright. You know what I'm saying? You dig? And the knowledge continues. You know, we live and direct from the gridiron, okay? If you go to Colossians chapter 1 through 15, it says, why is the image of God invisible? And God is the firstborn of every creature. Okay? So I want you to know that Daniel, Gabriel, Michael, Israel, El means angel. Okay? It means Elohim. It's not Lord in front of God. It's always Elohim, because you taught to breathe in and breathe out. Now I'm giving you motherfuckers the secret. So when you say Allah or Elohim, that's breathing in. When you say Jesus or Jehovah, that's breathing out. You know what I'm saying? So this is why Jesus is the holy breath. You know what I'm saying? So this is, if you look at Elohim means God or unseen. But everybody has a little bit of her in her. You know what I'm saying? Mother has a her. Father has a her. Brother has a her. Sister has a her. You know what I'm saying? So as we look to everything, you know what I'm saying, we got to put shit together, you dig? So I want to give y'all some more, you know what I'm saying? I got some questions for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if you look at Abraham, Abraham was met in the tent, right? Others tried to go out of Sodom, but they couldn't. If you look at the 144,000, that's basically the 9. And the 666 is basically the 9, okay? This is why they break, this is why they take and make and say that woman is grown at 18, because that's 8 and 1, which makes 9, but she's really not. They've got to raise them from God's law. So as we get more on character and we get our diet and we get our heads together, we're getting really closer back to really what we want. The devil means to deviate, you know what I'm saying? And they want you to deviate us Siroto Mustaqim, which is the straight path, you know what I'm saying? But many are picked, but few are chosen. So you can go in the Bible to Worm World. That was the sign to the earth. The soul is the essence of all life. You know what I'm saying? Your body is just a temple that carries that. You know what I'm saying? Your eyes are the key to that. All of that shit starts in the triple stages of darkness. Whether it be the universe, whether it be the stomach, or whether it be the mind. Because if you dig deep down in soul and the mind, if you dig deep down into the mind, that's where thoughts come from. You know what I'm saying? But you in yourself is determined from outside things, of things that you go through. That's usually what make you know what I'm saying, the things that you go through. Okay? But your thoughts is a reflection. You reflect outside, you reflect that shit back into a place unseen, back into your mind. You know, when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, and I seen women, I knew I wanted to create a child. You know what I'm saying? Then I took a little bit of energy, put it in motion with a little bit of friction, and all of that shit came through my kundalini, through my avatar to produce a child. Now, we only rested in that woman for 9 months. We only come through women. We come from a place unseen. All of everything that acted out is Allah manifested supreme himself. Because how could it be a time if who was here to name the dinosaurs? The dinosaurs didn't tell us we was dinosaurs. The monkeys didn't tell us we was monkeys. Who named the sun, moon, and stars in the constellation? So don't you ever believe that the original man has a time. The original man is the origin of all humankind, you dig? And in that woman is the dominant gene. But in that male is something called mitochondria and something called chromosomes. The male is the creator of life. The woman is the giver of life. Okay? What I mean is the male is the determined factor of what the child is. This is why most males have long eyelashes, because that's recessive. Most girls have dark that look like their dad, because that's dominant. So what I want you to know is that the original origin gene, what you people call black, is dominant. You know what I'm saying? White is recessive. I want you people to know that. So two recessive can't make a dominant. So this is why we say that we are the God, because God means Gumar Asta Boys. That means supreme. All life come from you. You know what I'm saying? It has to come out of that darkness. Light is just a reflection of something that's reflecting. Everything has to be darkness. Darkness is a void. That's why the Bohemian Grove, they use the owls as wisdom. Because if you look at the owl's eyes, it's very black, and it looks just like the universe with the 2 black holes. Remember I told you that. So these whole thing is to get in contact with spirits, to get in contact with realms. This is why all you assholes are celebrating 420, and none of you motherfuckers knew that was Hitler's birthday. None of you motherfuckers knew that the Columbine shooting was on that day. You know what I'm saying? These people have a real big symbolism in dates. Everything is symbolism. You know, language is language, but all language is the same for real. Whether it be salam, shalom, Elo, Elohim, Jesus, Jehovah, Musa, Moses, stop Moses, all the same. It's just a different dialect. So one must learn universal law, and you have to study the laws of the universe. Nature is the best teacher. You know what I'm saying? It goes by your name. So I ask everybody to reflect on the higher self. You know, I'm not freestyling. I'm styling for free. I do got a whole more notes to go, but my big buzzing is out right now, and I really want to see how my big buzz is doing. So I love you, big buzz. You know, I'm looking good as usual, man. You know what I'm saying? So be loyal, otherwise die. You dig? I love you, Glay, man. I'm about to get off of this live shit, man. I usually like to leave the people. I got to see what's popping with you, Damu. All right? I'm about to ball you up right now.